Yeah, hi, what's up? I just wanted to talk a little about the show Vikings. Yeah, now it's obviously ended. That too. We have seen so many beloved shows end last year, which is kind of sad. But anyway, even though I always did like enjoy watching it, I just kind of was thinking about something that uh, might have been the great weakness of this show, and that is it actually, of all the main cast that lasted beyond just a couple seasons. I believe only one of them has an acting background, actually, and that is Gustav Skarsgård, who plays Floki. And he is actually the. I mean, you can see it. I guess he is the best actor on that show, definitely. But this was kind of strange to me. Why someone would cast so many, I mean, and in the leading roles, not just as supporting ones. Because okay, if we take it first, Travis Fimmel, who played Ragnar, right? He is a model. He didn't start acting until he was like, I mean, seriously, almost 30 years old or something. So he was in that show called The Beast, with Patrick Swayze, and he was really, as far I haven't really seen much of it, but I read that his acting there was really, slaughtered by everyone. Yeah, even though he does have, I mean, he did play Ragnar kind of with some kind of charm, and he does have a natural charisma that the part required. But otherwise, I believe they could have surely found plenty of better actors than him. And then Catherine Winnick, who plays Lagertha, she has a martial arts background, and she was a model too. So she wasn't. She did appear in some movies, previously, but in very small parts. Usually playing some kind of. Well, I know in one of those films she played some sort of call girl or whatever, prostitute. I'm not sure really. So yeah, she has had a really quite limited how do you say it, yeah, record or resume as an actress, before this show anyway. And then Clive Standen also, who plays a role. He actually he was never a real actor before this. He what he did was he was kind of stuntman, you might say. He performed in these medieval kind of, he was playing a knight basically. He worked in one of these circus shows or whatever they are called, where people dressed up as medieval knights and they fight on horseback, and that's basically what he did for a living. So he's not an actor really either. professional. I mean, he doesn't have an actor's background. So yeah, and well, I forgot Alexander Ludwig, but I never really had high thoughts of him as an actor, because I saw him in Hunger Games, and yeah, I mean, I guess he didn't totally suck, but anyway, he is far from a great talent for sure. So that's what this show I felt kind of lacked, and I know a few of the other Scandinavian, also some of the Scandinavian actors that appeared. The guy who played Earl Borg, for instance, I know him. I remember him, and he was actually first a TV personality, a host for this kind of a music program, actually, for which was aimed at teenagers, at youth. So he is not either, and he still did have some roles in some Norwegian films, but it was mainly light comedies and all that stuff. So yeah, it seems that a really large part of the cast are people who are either complete unknowns or who have never really been true, I mean, schooled actors. I I don't really know about the guy who plays what's his called Harald, yeah, fair hair. He is from Finland, so he may be actually a trained actor. Yeah. So and then we have this woman who plays I forgot her name in the show, but she is actually the daughter of the creator, Michael Hurst. Yeah, Georgia Hurst. So she is also rather bland. I she never made really any kind of you know impression on me. As with her acting. I mean, that's the big problem with this show. I mean, um, there aren't really many really big uh, names or really strong actors in it. There never was. I mean, that's why Gustav Skarsgård is so really kind of stands out. Because yeah, he's. I've seen him in a couple of really good films, good Swedish films, where he really impressed me. And yeah, he had a very demanding role, of course, as Floki. But also, yeah, I forgot the English guy because he wasn't always from in the show from the beginning, and that's Linus Roach. Yeah. Well, Linus Roach might just be or is the strongest name in that show, most famous actor, and yeah, maybe even better than Gustav. So yeah, but I really kind of thought his role as King Egbert was dull, so it didn't really allow him to really shine. And then, of course, in the last couple seasons, we had also Jonathan Rhys Meyers, who played. I'm not sure how his name is pronounced. Heymund. Heymund, yeah. Yeah, so those two guys are really the only true kind of truly famous. Or, of course, in the first season you had Gabriel Byrne as well, but only in the first season. And I'm not sure how familiar, I mean, this generation is with Gabriel Byrne because he hasn't been in so many movies in the last 10 years or so, and so he's not really that familiar to the younger generation, you know, so um, and then these guys who play Ragnar's sons, yeah, the other ones, you know, the guy who plays Ivar the Boneless, he is kind of good, but maybe sometimes it looks like he's trying a little bit too hard, you know, just to appear as menacing as possible. And then the other two guys, Jordan Patrick Smith, who plays Abba, I'm not really fond of him. I think he's kind of weak as actor. And Marco Ilso, who plays Witzer, he's all right, but he doesn't really. His role is kind of has been pushed to the background, you know. So yeah, he doesn't get to really flex his muscles, to put it that way. So yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of. I mean, since Ragnar died, the show hasn't really been the same, has it? I don't think so. So I guess I'm kind of glad that it finally ended because frankly it didn't make much sense to keep it going because these actors that were left and their characters were just not doing anything special. So yeah, there you have it. All right. I mean, all in all, the show was pretty well written. I mean, it's not like it was a bad show. But what I didn't like also is what they did with Ragnar and Athelstan. With that kind of went too far. That friendship and him kind of converting to Christianity just for his sake. That was also kind of silly, I thought. Yeah. Yeah, there were, of course, but several historical inaccuracies, but that's that's pretty much what you can expect from when people from the north of America make a project which concerns European history, to put it that way. They often don't really, or they change too much often. You know, for instance, Rollo was not Ragnar's brother. He lived like 100 years later. He was more like his successor. Then, but anyway, yeah, Clive Standen, he did a pretty good job, you know. And Catherine Winnick, she did a pretty good job too, considering that neither of them are really, as I said, either trained actors or have done much before this show. So yeah, I have to give them credit definitely for. And Travis Fimmel, I mean, he himself admitted. He even said once that he sucks as an actor. So, you know, he just did the best he could, and yeah, he didn't completely stink up the show, and yeah, he's a charismatic, guy, yeah, and that's what the part needed. So anyway, all right, I kind of losing my voice now. I better finish. Until next time, bye bye.